Loey. Today we're going to be doing a very simple but absolutely gorgeous drugstore summer makeup look. So we're going to be focusing on keeping the eyes really neutral but also quite warm, and the lips are going to be super peachy. It's very simple, but I think that I have a couple of tricks along the way that are going to make this look so wearable for you guys while still being a little bit glamorous. So it's something that you would be able to wear out to lunch with your friends, or even out at night. I know for a lot of my younger viewers, you really enjoy when I do less expensive makeup looks, so I hope that this can appeal to you. I hope that you like it. It's going to be really easy to recreate. You just need maybe a little bit of practice. So yeah, I'm gonna stop blabbering and let's get into the tutorial. So I went ahead and primed my eyelids with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It's really easy to just make your concealer double as an eyeshadow primer, especially when they do have slightly more opaque coverage. So what I'm going to do next, we are going to work on eyes first, but I'm just going to go ahead and really prime underneath the eyes and kind of in an upside down triangle like motion under that area with my L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This needs a little bit of time to set on the skin, so like the 5 minutes we're going to be working on the eyes prior to the face is going to be perfect. And again, I'm just really lightly dabbing this in this area, and then I'm going to blend it in. And as always, make sure your fingers are super clean. Wash them thoroughly before touching your face at all. Now I've just put my NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk all over the lids, and I'm just going to blend that in with my finger. You might be thinking it might be a bit redundant to use a white shadow base after we've already primed the eyelids, but it's actually going to make the shadows that we put on top of it really stand out and look a lot brighter and a bit lighter against the skin, which I really want for this look. Moving into eyeshadow, this look is going to be so simple. I'm using this Physicians Formula Classic Nudes Quad, and this is just like a matte eyeshadow quad. I had to double check and make sure I was like telling you guys the right name. But essentially I'm going to take a Sigma E55, you can use any shader brush that you want, and I'm going to take the lightest cream lid shade right here. This is super pigmented, so you don't need a ton, but I'm just going to pack this all over the eyelid. On a fluffy brush in the crease, all I'm going to do is take this really light kind of orangey brown. It has a very strong warm undertone to it, and I'm going to use this really fluffily in the crease. So it's going to go in, I know fluffily isn't really an application word, but it's going to really go lightly in the crease, and it's going to create a hazy effect, and it's also just going to give this look so much warmth. You can basically use this as strongly as you want and just keep dipping your brush and building this up until you have it to the intensity that you want it to be in. The main focus of this eye look is the gel eyeliner, so I'm going to go ahead and use mine. This is from Essence and it is their gel eyeliner. This one is so cheap, it's like $3 at the drugstore, and it is like the blackest of the black gel liners. So I'm loading this up onto a small liner brush, and I'm going to use this to first form a line on my upper lash line, then I will worry about the wing. Now that I have a very rough, basic shape of the eyeliner down, I'm going to work on the wing. A basic everyday cat eye is not as hard as you would think. You just have to follow some really easy steps. I am going to follow the natural shape of my lower lash line. So you see how it meets my upper lash line right here? I'm going to start my line right here at that corner. After drawing that up, I will just go ahead and make the other eye match. I apologize for the super close proximity, but I did want you guys to really be able to see this part of the tutorial. So now that I have the lines on both sides matching, I'm basically going to connect the wing with the rest of the eyeliner. And then you'll just want to fill those little triangles in. That is actually it for the eyeliner. Now I'm going to set it off with the black eyeshadow. I am using one from the Lorac Pro palette. Obviously you don't need this, you just need any old black eyeshadow. It doesn't even have to be super pigmented. I just need something that's going to set this eyeliner and make it stay, and I don't have a matte drugstore black eyeshadow on hand. So obviously there are dupes of this absolutely everywhere. You don't need this one at all, but I am just going to use this to set off that eyeliner. See the difference in intensity from this eye to this eye already, and it's just a bit of matte black eyeshadow. This just adds so much wear time to your actual gel eyeliner. And it does just make it look, I think, a lot darker. Okay, so onto foundation. I don't want to like dwell on this for too long, but obviously this is a full face look, so I'm going to do it on camera. What I'm going to use is my Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. I am in the color 825 in this, which is buff beige, and I'm going to spread that all over the face using this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And then wherever I have like hyperpigmentation or any kind of redness, I'm going to cover that up with the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer. Underneath the eyes, I'm going to use a touch of my brightening concealer first. Then I'm going to use this Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. This is in the color 230 Fair/Light, and I'm going to use this for a bit of under eye and also a bit of face highlighting. Also going to use a touch of this down the center of the nose, as well as a teensy bit between the eyebrows for that extra brightening effect. Now I'm going to set that off using a slightly lighter face powder than my normal complexion. This is from Rimmel. It is their Stay Matte powder in the color Creamy Natural. Eyebrows are the entire frame to your face, so I'm going to go and really quickly do mine and I will be right back. With the eyebrows done, I'm going to polish off the rest of the look. I am just going to take the matte cream shade we used on the lid for this look. I got way too much. And I'm going to pop a bit of this right under the brow bone for a bit of a matte brow bone highlight. This is really going to lift things up and polish off the eye look. Also using a small pencil brush to take a bit of that red and brown eyeshadow right under this lower lash line. I'm using a second shade of the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This one is in the color Sandstorm and it much better matches like the rest of my skin. So I'm just taking this on a kabuki brush and this is going to go on the outer perimeters of my face to set off this makeup. To add some warmth and depth back into the skin, I'm going to use my NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the color Sunny. I'm just using this on a fluffy brush and I'm going to basically dust this right here in the hollows of my cheeks. As well as up here into the hairline and on the temple. And then with a tiny bit, I'm just going to bring this really lightly down the neck. I don't want to totally change the color of anything. I do, however, just want to add a little bit of warmth and color down here as well, so it's not all on the face. Because I want a bit of contour on the nose and the next powder I will be using for contouring is a bit too dark for this, I'm going to take a bit of the same bronzer on this large shader brush and I'm just going to use this along the sides of my nose to shape it out. Then I will just take a little brush and lightly blend that. I pinky promise that this is the only non-drugstore product for the rest of the look. This is my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. You can use a face powder that's maybe like 4 shades darker than your actual skin tone or a little bit deeper if you want a slightly more dramatic contour. So it's not very hard to find, it's just that I don't really have one. I need to get a drugstore backup, I just haven't. I'm using this on a Real Techniques contour brush and I'm going to use this to contour my cheeks. Obviously, since this would be a slightly younger look, you don't have to do this. I will take a tiny bit of this right here into the hairline for a bit of extra shape to the face. Since I have an extremely round face, I'm going to take a tiny bit of this right under my chin as well. Then you can blend a tiny bit right underneath if things got a little bit too hazy, just using a powder brush without any product on it. I'm just doing this to really lightly clean things up and just make it a little bit more seamless. You can also use your foundation brush if you really need to make some major changes, like things just got a little bit too low or just too dark or anything like that. For cheeks, you can use basically whatever you want. I'm going to use Milani Berry Amore because This is honestly the most gorgeous, like, berry rosy bronze shade with amazing shimmer in it. And I'm just going to do this on the cheeks. You certainly don't have to do any additional highlighting with this look, especially since the cheeks are already so shimmery. I, however, love my highlights. I can't get over them. I seriously don't feel like a look is complete until I have my highlight on. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and it's not a bronzer, it's actually called Reserve Your Cabana, and it's a really like highlight shade. And I'm going to use this on my finger, and this is going to kind of be like our finishing product. So I'm going to put this on the cheekbones, as well as a touch right here down the bridge of that nose, right on the Cupid's bow. And then I'm also going to take this on the inner corners of my eyes, as well as right under the brow bone. To spritz all of that off and make the powder look a little bit more natural, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. I'm going to pop a nude eyeliner on my lower lash line. This one is from Rimmel. And then I went ahead and I curled my eyelashes, and now I'm going to apply several coats of Jordana Best Lash Extreme. This is a no falsies kind of look. I didn't want there to be too much fuss with this, so I'm going to pile on that mascara. So finally, to finish off the lips, I'm going to use NYX's Round Lipstick in Fig, and I'm going to follow up with a peach gloss. This one is also from NYX, and it is in Apple Strudel. Okay guys, so that is going to be it for this makeup tutorial, and I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and until my next video, I love you girls so much, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!